5-second violation, the official said, taking the ball. I do love that rule. I grinned at the scowling Carter Prep player. If I was in your lofty position, I would have called a timeout, but hey, what do I know? The ref handed me the rock and blew the whistle again. The clock started. I inbounded to Marcus before I bolted to the top of the key to set a pick for Todd. I crisscrossed my arms flat across my chest and blocked the Carter Prep goon with my whole body, allowing Todd to cut to the hole. The Carter Prep goon guarding him crashed into me. I stumbled backward, but it was enough time for Marcus to lob a pass to Todd for an easy layup. The crowd cheered louder, but not loud enough that I couldn't hear my mom yell. "It's not ice hockey, Carter. Watch the checking," Mom shouted. Would you listen to that crowd, Reggie? They have really come alive in this last quarter. Sometimes when I need a minute, I like to pretend that Reggie Miller and Kevin Harlan, my favorite NBA commentators, give color commentary for my life. Well, the Granger Gunners are finally giving the crowd something to cheer about, Kevin. When you start playing with a little fire in your belly, the atmosphere completely changes. There is a steal for Marcus Silva, who rockets the ball over to newcomer Bijan Majidi for a three-pointer. Bang! He makes it. Where did this kid come from? This is why I love basketball, Kevin. Anything can happen. I panted as I looked up at how much time we had on the clock. We were down by 2 with 15 seconds left. Todd had finally been able to post up effectively and get some layups in. Will had driven to the hoop when Marcus or I were double-teamed. There was sweat running down Coach Johnson's cheeks during our timeout huddle. His sports coat was off, and his armpits were soaked. He'd been sweating a lot this season. His team wasn't up to the usual Granger standards of excellence. Coach drew up a play on his clipboard. Okay, we've got no timeouts left. Worst comes to worst, they get the last possession, you foul, he said. Get the ball to Marcus for the play to work. Got it? The buzzer sounded. I hustled to the baseline. The ref handed me the ball and then blew his whistle. The other team didn't let Marcus breathe. A player stuck to either side of him, anticipating his every move. Marcus tried to break free, but I didn't have time to wait. I hurled the ball over my head to Will. Will drove to the hoop. As the big goon in the key moved up to guard him, Will bounced past to Todd, who was free under the basket. For a split second, Todd looked terrified. The clock was winding down. 10 seconds left. Shoot it, Marcus yelled. Todd tossed it up. The ball bounced twice on the rim before falling in. Unbelievable, Kevin. The Granger Gunners have stunned everyone today with a comeback for the books. Well, not really. I mean, it was only a 16-point deficit. And since when are prep school games in our contracts? I need to talk to my agent about this. Don't give them any space. Full court press, Marcus shouted. The ball was inbounded to my guy. Don't reach, I thought. The last thing I wanted was to foul with 5 seconds left on the clock. Even if he made the free throws, we'd barely have time to get a final shot up. I took a deep breath and kept my hands in the air. He dribbled to the left, then to the right. Swing it, his coach shouted from the sideline. The clock was down to 3. As he searched for an open man, he took his eyes off me. Here was my chance. I swatted the ball from his hands and made a fast break for the basket. The crowd erupted. I dribbled to the hoop and shot. Based on the cheering that echoed through the gym and the way the team lifted me up in joy, I figured I'd made the basket. Chapter 2. Make way for the future of Granger hoops, Marcus shouted as we walked together into Will Thompson's much-too-large-to-be-legal house. Marcus had convinced my mom that I had to come party. He gave her his solemn vow that he would look out for me. My mom told Marcus that I could go under a few conditions. I had to be home by midnight, I couldn't drink anything except water or soda, and I couldn't get fresh with any young ladies. This made Marcus laugh out loud. Sean and I followed Marcus's lead as he